Shalom, shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, people of Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian descent. All right, Israelite foreigners as well, who live amongst the heathen nations around the four corners of the earth, but are Israelites through their father's side. All right, again, peace and shalom. All right, oh man, oh man, oh man. I mean, listen, the black woman is stupid. I mean, there's no level of, there's nothing on the level of stupidity besides these young niggas that can compete with this black woman's stupidity. She is stupid, man. And I mean, you have to watch this interview, this press conference this guy gave after being released, and the black woman is coming out in groves, man, and and as troops supporting this man like he is some God-fearing man now, like he is a champion for the Israelites. Just straight stupid. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let me play this video so you can see what I'm talking about, which I'm sure a lot of you already seen this video, but it just ceases to amaze me how our enemy is so easily fooled, man, by anything and by anyone. And you wonder why they find themselves on the streets being pimped out, and and it's no mystery who the devil used to manipulate to destroy, the village, our nation. This black woman, man, and it's just going to continue on and continue on, until we get the hell up out of here, man. Until these curses is pretty much lifted on us. So you can just might as well come to that realization that these curses going to remain until, we're delivered up out of this place, man. And part of this curse is this stupid ass black bitch, man. These stupid ass black bitches, man. They're stupid. Anyway, here's the video here.
This is a long shot because so many people are told no. And being in the prison system, anyone that says that it's a fair shake, it's not. Because I dealt with young African-American males in the prison that I was in that were not treated the same. They were denied programming. They were denied access to certain.
He dealt with them. You can imagine what was going on in there. So he's probably developed feelings for him, and after getting popped, and now he comes out with, expressing some of his feelings as if he really cares. But regardless, this is just a ploy, man, to gain followers. And so don't be surprised if he take a religious turn and start and all of a sudden become an ordained minister, man. Don't be surprised by these people. You can't be fooled by these people, man. As the scripture says, never trust thine enemy, man. Literally, you never trust thine enemy, And as a matter of fact, it says, just as iron rusteth. Hold on, let me get it. This is an Edomite, and all Edomites, 100% of Edomites, man, are the enemy. They don't do good unless there's a motive behind what they do. Oh, come on. Listen, let me repeat that. They don't do good unless there's a motive behind what they do. And there's always a motive behind what they do. Always. Stupid. Just pray how Bashim Yahushua destroy these. Well, he's going to. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Where's that scripture at? There it is, Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy. I mean, is there a secret meaning to never? Is there a hidden meaning to never? You know, for like as iron rusteth, or as iron rust, that's for damn sure, so is his wickedness. Shh. Never. You know, so let's just play.
I was not denied that, but we know why I wasn't.
You hear what he said? He was not denied that. Why? Of course he wasn't.
Else in the prison that I was in
why.
that were not treated the same. They were denied programming. They were denied access to certain things. I was not denied that, but we know why I wasn't denied that. And so I think that is a much
bigger. That's right. It's part of this devil's blessing, man. That's part of this devil's blessing. I'm just making this quick. I'm just running through some of these precepts real quick. Yeah, you're a fool. You fall for this, man. You know, and as a matter of fact, the precept, I just pulled it out yesterday. It's escaping me. Here we go. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk That's not the one I wanted either. But see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. It's funny. I had a couple of things going through my head. It just straight up went through that precept. I literally had a couple of things going through my head. Here we go. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, which Satan means what? Adversary. You know, and these Edomites are our adversaries, man. You don't know what an adversary is? I'm hoping I'm spelling it right. Here we go. One's opponent in a contest, conflict, or dispute. What is the meaning of the word adversary? What is the meaning of the word? What does adversary mean in the Bible? More fitting. In the Bible, adversary refers to an opponent, an enemy, or someone who opposes or attacks. You know, he's all those. It can also specifically refer to the devil. See, the world thinks the devil and Satan are the same individual, also known as Satan, which that's wrong. Devils are physical manifestations of the spiritual being Satan doing his bidding on this planet, which 2/3 are devils. You know, all the nation of the Edomites are devils. You know, what scriptures mention the 3 classifications of men in Revelations, where the sons of God, which are the Israelites, the sons of men, which are the heathen nations, and the sons are the wicked, the Edomites. All right. And this is where this man fits. He's a devil, man. He's a devil. You don't trust these devils' words, man, or anything, or their motives behind what they're doing. You know? So again, it refers to the devil, also known as Satan. That's incorrect. Satan and the devil are not the same. Satan is a spiritual angel, man. Devils are here that's walking the planet Earth. Get it right. Learn some truth for once. All right? Is who is depicted as a powerful and deceptive spiritual being who opposes the Most High and his people. Those are devils that's walking the earth and the heathen nations who oppose the Most High and his people, the Israelites. Most importantly, the elect of his people. Okay? That's simple, man. That's easy to understand. So again, lest Satan, our adversary, should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right. And his devices he used, some of his devices he uses, his media platforms, his his television to spread whatever deceit, whatever message, whatever plan that he has. But you come back to this video here, you got, and it's mainly black women, man. It's mainly black women. And as a matter of fact, all the 100% of the comments I've read were black women, man, falling for this madness, man. Which he's correct. He's right.
Bigger picture.
He's right. But there's a reason for this, though. There's a reason for it. Hold on. I should have stayed in the scriptures here. Here we go. This is a song. Not as other men. Psalm 73:5. Okay. And again, I love the Blue Letter, how it does this, how, it always gives a caption before the actual chapter. You read the chapter. Chapter gives you an understanding of what you're about to read. The end of the wicked contrast with that of the righteous. Truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped, for I was envious of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Okay, for there is no bands in their death, for their strength is firm. Okay, those bands is slowly is being broken, man. Their strength, they're slipping away. If you're not, especially for those of you that's watching what's going on, that are watching every day and seeing how Babylon is slowly being destroyed. It's not going to turn. It's not going to change. So their strength is no longer is firm. They're starting to feel more and more pessimistic instead of optimistic. Some of them, a lot of them are still in that spirit of, let's do what we have to do. Let's, or eventually, we're going to have to come together and make a change. So they think eventually there's going to be some success and turn it around this place and making it great again. But no, everything's going to fall apart, man. So right now their grip is still kind of firm, and they can still dictate a lot of positions of power that they have and where it's headed. But the Most High is about to throw a wrench into all that. So again, verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Okay. And so it's becoming more and more popular now, that the saying white privilege, and it's been thrown around and it's well known. You even have Edomites even coming out speaking about their white privilege, man. It's Edomite privilege. Let me word it right, because they're not white people and we're not black people. There ain't no such thing as a white people, a white nation, and a black nation. Edomites, these Edomites, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And this is no mystery how they hold back as far as helping the Israelite men, because it's not in their hearts. It will never be in their hearts. Never. Again, unless it serves them, serves a purpose. There's always hidden motives behind this devil, man. It's not built in him to do right. It's not built in him to have a good heart. It's not even possible. It's virtually impossible. They are not in trouble. Hold on, let me do this. It's at 5. Let me hit the NLT, see what the NLT says. They don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else. You know, so it's not a mystery that this man was, after the crimes that he's committed, all that money they stole and robbed the banks of. That, I mean, of all things, banks. Where's it at? What did they do? This is more specific. Todd and Julie Chrisley were convicted in 22 of defrauding banks of over 30 million and evading taxes. Imagine if an Israelite did that. Imagine. You see your boy, Trump pardoned, who's been locked up for all these years, who was part of the Black Panthers. I can't remember the nigga's name. You know, he wouldn't be in there if Yahweh Shem Yahushua didn't want him in there. But anyway, you see he's still locked up behind those bars, don't you? Even after getting pardoned by Trump. That's a joke, man. That's a proof example that we're not, they're not plagued like us. And as a matter of fact, what was his name? I can't remember his name. And I think it was, wasn't he a Blood or a Crip as well or something? What was his name? Hold on. Google seems to be on fire. Let me do this. You know what? Hold on. List of Trump's pardon. What was his date? May 28th. Okay. Gangsters' disciples. They blitz apart. Larry Hoover. There it is, including Larry Hoover, the former leader of the highly organized gang, the Gangsters' Disciples, which had nearly 30,000 members in Chicago alone and racked in $100 million a year trafficking drugs across the country. And you got niggas crying, well, why isn't he out? Why isn't he out? Let him out. That's that Baraka spirit, man. That they chose to have that man released by Herod, and they desired to have Yahushua crucified. Isn't that something else? It shows you how stupid or how far gone our people are, man. He's a black man. So what? He's a black man. He's a black man. You're talking about being vexed. Our people are vexing, man. Just their very existence is vexing. It's become to the point it's just vexing, man. Oh. It just never ends. So all these Edomites have to do is just open their mouth, man, and the ninja woman's just gonna fall for it. Let's do this. Let's see what the NIV says. I'm about to close. I didn't want to make this too long. Come on. There we go. They are free from common human burdens. They are not plagued by human ills. And there's many, many examples, which one is like the Hillary Clinton thing. They talking about locking her up even after all those proof and the videos. Cops even saw the videos of the madness that she was doing, man, with torturing kids. Cops. And I watched the video. I wish I can get it and find it. Where cops, man, one of them or a couple of them was vomiting after watching that video of her and what she was doing with kids, man, and nothing happened. You know, there's been there's actually, you can look it up. She murdered someone by killing them with a car, and nothing happens. Thrown under the table, and he's dead now. Like that demon that called himself the Prince, Philip, who said he wished to come back as a virus if he was to be reincarnated. Nigga, your whole life you was a virus. Well, anyway, he got caught with some kids that weren't his, and no one knew who kids they were, and he crashed the car on their property, and the ambulance came, and security came, and he was with these kids. No one knew who they were, man. You know, it was just swept under the table, never mentioned again. And you know what he was doing with those kids. And there's, like I said, there's many and many white athletes, all the drama and trouble they get in, swept under the table. You know, black athletes get in some drama, especially personal drama. They blow it up as if they done made deals with Iran to strike Israel, man. You know, the Israelite man can't do nothing. It was literally best to just fall in line with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and you know, and learn and to become blameless, man. It's as simple as that. You know, but these worldly niggas, you can't say nothing for them. There's nothing to say for them. But all these people have to do is just start talking, man. And as a matter of fact, the scripture says this, and this is what trips me out, how the word, let me find it. The simple. It's the simple. And you go into that word simple. I'm not sure what the Hebrew word, but you go into that word simple. I'm pretty sure it means naive. Let's do that here. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. The simple believeth the simple. And there's the word right there.
Strong's H6612. Pethi.
Okay, dude. Naive. These people are naive, man. You know the woman, naturally, that's just part of her nature. The quality of being naive, lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. The quality of being naive, lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. They can't judge anything. And the scriptures back that up, man. You know, the scriptures back that up. Job, the book of Job. I know I just looked at it. I don't know why it's not didn't come up. Well, maybe I just overlooked it. It's a scripture in Job. There you go. Job 39:17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. So what does naive mean again? The lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. The lack of wisdom or judgment. Deprived her of wisdom. And you wonder why our nation as a people are destroyed, man. You know, as the scripture says, wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, and through her we all die. Did I just quote that scripture right? Hold on. There you go. Of the woman came the beginning of sin. of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Okay? There it is. She has no shame coming out, commenting as if, oh, we
And
found
it
a gem.
says that it's a fair shake. It's not. Because I dealt with young African-American males in the prison that I was in that were not treated the same. They were denied programming. They were denied access to certain things. I was not denied that, but we know why I wasn't denied that. And so I think that that is a much bigger picture that we all as a society as a whole need to look at, that we are one. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, or whatever, at the end of the day, when you're in that hospital, you don't care if it's a Democrat treating you or a Republican. Now, some of you may, but I want whoever's going to be the best.
I've heard enough of that, Matt. Well, that's the end of it anyway. There you go. There you go. There you go. You know? Oh, hold on. Please put it in right. Job 20:10. His children, you know, he's watching what's going on. You know, he's watching what's going on. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. You know, his children. So far says the triumph of the wicked is short. This man's kingdom is falling apart, man, and they're trying to, you know, a lot of them want favors, man. A lot of them want favors. That's an example of his children seeking to please the poor. Their children will beg from the poor, for they must give back their stolen riches. His children must make amends to the poor. His own hands must give back his wealth. And that's ultimately what's going to happen. You know, because what this devil has stolen, not just this low life one, this low level one, man, because Todd Christie is just a low level Edomite. He's a low level Edomite, period. But the elites of them, the bankers that hoarded thousands and thousands of tons of gold, man, precious stones around the earth, silver's all, you know, stockpiling silver, all that, man. All that they've stolen from around the world and from the ancient world, they have possessions of those things. It's just going to be transferred right back to who it rightfully belongs to. And it belongs to us men, us more specifically, it belongs to us Israelite men. Okay, people of Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian descent. Okay, so there you go. Hope we're edified. Okay, until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.